What's up guys? Today I'm going to make a video on useful facts you didn't know and how to use them. I didn't put that in the title because it will make it too long. Number 1, you can always change your passion. This really liberated me because in the past I thought if I become a YouTuber I have to do this for the rest of my life, and that's just not true. I don't need to become a YouTuber for the rest of my life just because I decided to do it right now. This is a very liberating fact because when you know that you can always change your passion, you can choose what you want to do right now, but say in the future, I'm like, bro, this YouTube stuff is boring. Let me go into like construction or something. Then that's perfectly fine as long as I have enough time and resources and the skills you need, you're good to go. And keeping with the theme from the last tip, I got this tip that says not all passions start as passions. And basically what it's saying is that you can start basically anything at this point. And at first glance, you might think you don't like something, but if you try it out, get a sample of it, you might figure out you like it. So for example, for a job like editing YouTube videos, you could think you don't like it at first. But now there's so many free trials and free downloads to certain apps, you can get into this career very easily. So if you want to start up something new, if you don't like what you're doing currently and you want to have a passion, go through the process of just seeing things online or different things you can do. Maybe it will become a passion. And if it's a physical job and it's not just online and you can't just get a free trial for it, then you can watch videos about it. Like for example, if you want to become a chef, look up day in the life of a chef video. There's going to be so many of them and you can just choose a video, watch it through and you're like, ooh, maybe I should become a chef. You see? So that's how that tip works. Okay, now we on number 3. Number 3 is that emotions rule over your logic. And to prove my point, depressed people, you could just tell them depression is unproductive and they will get out of that state if logic overruled emotion. That's why emotion is more powerful. So if you never feel like getting up in the morning or you don't feel like going to the gym one day, this is a quick tip you can use. Pull out a journal, pull out anything. You can literally say this out loud. Anything possible. Write these notes down in your notes, right? Of why you don't want to do something. If you don't want to go to the gym, for example, you can go ahead and let that emotional baggage out. Write it down in your notes. Say, I don't want to go to the gym because I feel like just relaxing, watching YouTube videos. Write that down in your notes, right? And then what you got to do, right, is now you got rid of all that baggage on you. Now you can put those reward bags on instead, bro. Before you had this bad emotional baggage. Now you're going to have this good emotional baggage. And this is going to get you to leave your house to go to the gym. What this next thing is going to do, right? What you got to do is you got to tell yourself all the benefits you will feel after going to the gym. If you're going to feel great after going to the gym, tell yourself that. Let yourself know. Think about that instead. If you're only thinking about, I just want to watch YouTube videos, that's not going to get you anywhere. And if that doesn't work, if you can't just get the baggage off and replace it with these high quality emotions, then what you can do is you can give yourself a reward too. Like half the time, you got to grab a penny like this, for example, flip this thing, throw it on the floor like I just did, and say you wanted to land on tails, landed on tails, right? And you get like a treat for landing it on tails or something after you do your exercise, And this will put you in the right state of mind to continuing doing that habit because you reinforced it. And that's why emotions, that's how you can use your emotions to your advantage. The next tip is, I forgot what number, but it's memento mori. Memento mori is translated to remember that you will die. This tip is very impactful. But what do you do with this information that you will die? Well, what you can do is you can use this to your advantage by saying, if I were to die tomorrow, what would I wish I would have done? This is one way to approach it, but I'm going to tell you how to improve that though. So instead of saying, if I were to die tomorrow, what would I rather have done? Instead, you can think, well, I could die tomorrow. What would I wish I would have done today that would prevent me from feeling upset with myself if I'm dead? The thing is, right, is sometimes we think to ourselves, I need to be productive today. I need to do more of these tasks. But the truth is, you need to focus on things that you enjoy and also tasks for the future. You need to think about long-term and short-term. It wouldn't be good to just sit around and watch YouTube videos all day. But it also wouldn't be good to always try to be productive. Because in the end, when you die, you're going to be like, bruh, why did I spend 10 hours this day sitting around making YouTube videos or, well, what do other people do now? Reading a book. When I could have been watching anime. I was really craving this one anime episode, and that's all I wanted. But when you don't give yourself the opportunity just to have a little bit of fun, like that one anime episode you wanted to watch, then you're not really enjoying life like most people would want to do. And I'm sure you would too. And I'm sure you're not going to be up, like, when you're dead, you're not going to think to yourself, wow, I'm really happy that I read 14 hours of a book in one day when I could have done something much better, like watch the one anime episode I was craving. You know? So you always got to consider that sometimes you want that a little bit of gratification. I'm not saying you should bust 4 nuts in one day because you might die tomorrow. Nah. You got to think about the future. Like, are you going to hate yourself for watching an anime episode in the future? The short-term future and the long-term future. Because in the short term, yeah, maybe you won't regret watching anime for 10 hours. But in the long term, you're going to be like, bro, I wasn't even going to die that day. Why did I spend that much time? And even if I was, I would just feel mad at myself. So keep that in mind. You need to balance them out between pleasure and work. Get you anywhere. But if you tell yourself, what the hell was that?